Okay, so this video is all about box plots. Okay, so box plot is just a visual representation of a set of data. And to be able to draw a box plot, we need 5 values. Okay, the first value being the minimum value. So the minimum value of this set is 2. Second thing we need is the maximum value. In this case, it's 12. Okay, third thing is the median, or the middle value. And in this case, our middle value is 5. Okay. So the last two things, you need the upper quartile value and the lower quartile value. So the lower quartile is if we were to break this data up in half, that gives us our middle value, our median, which is 5. Then we can break it up each half into half again. Okay, so the middle value of this lower half here, our lower quartile value, would be this middle value here. Now, because we don't have it on a set value like our median was, it like fell on 5, this one falls in between 3 and 3. So the average of 3 and 3 just is 3. So there's our lower quartile value. Our upper quartile value, so Q lowercase u, is the middle here. So it falls between 8 and 11. And to find that, we work out the average of 8 and 11. So we just add 8 and 11 divided by 2, and we get 8 plus 11 is 19. And 19 divided by 2 is 9.5. So now we have our minimum. We've got a minimum, a maximum, a median, a lower quartile value, and our upper quartile value. So we can actually draw our box plot. And to draw our box plot, we need a scale. Okay. So we've got our minimum is 2, our maximum is 12, so it needs to span between at least 12 and 2. So I'm going to start with 1, I'm going to go to 13. So one above and one below the minimum and maximum. So we need a point at our minimum. So we've got a minimum value is 2, our maximum 12, we've got our median is 5, lower quartile 3, upper quartile 9.5, which is about there. Now, how we get the box is, the edge of our box is our lower quartile, the other edge of our box is the upper quartile. There. So our box is formed between our upper and lower quartile ranges with a line drawn for our median value. Okay, and then, so there's the box, and the rest of it is just the whisker part. You might have heard box plots be called box and whisker plots. So the whisker is just represents the outer lying values. This middle bit, the box, represents the 50% of, the portion of which half of the values lie. Okay, so remember this point here was the lower quartile. This point here was the upper quartile. This was the median. This was the max. This is the minimum. The min. So that's how you draw a box plot. You need the 5 key parts of information, so the 5 key values: minimum, maximum, median, the lower and upper quartile ranges. And you draw a box with the left-hand side of the box being the lower quartile and the right-hand side of the box being the upper, with a mark for the median or the middle value of our data. Okay. This box actually also represents, if you ever ask to work out, this is the interquartile range. And the inner quartile range is equal to the upper quartile minus the lower quartile. So it'd be 9.5 minus 3, which equals 6.5. So if you ever asked to calculate the interquartile range, you just subtract the lower quartile value from the upper, and you get the interquartile range. Okay, so this is the range in which 50% of the values in our data set lie.